Perfect. Insects are vitally important to our ecosystem and even our economy. This week's innovative educator knows that and wants his students to understand it too. So he put a bug in their ear. Some people are interested in insects, others are bugged by bugs.
I was really afraid of hornets.
Spend some time collecting the creepy critters and you just might come around.
I actually realized that I like bugs a lot, even though I used to hate them a lot.
That's what happened to sophomore Lucas Dunn over the course of his entomology course at Richard McKenna Charter High School in Mountain Home.
And collecting them is a lot of fun. You get to identify them.
Science teacher Nick Triska is the driving force behind the Insects of Elmore County class project.
This was all the students. They did all the work. I just sat in the driver's seat.
A very hands-on The Bugs project.
So the fact that they're able to actually touch an insect and, put it under a microscope and actually be able to manipulate the microscope and manipulate the specimen and move it around and actually see what's going on. I think that's great, being able to have that hands-on learning.
Really, the insect collecting, it allowed you to learn about the biodiversity here in a certain town on your own without having to read about it.
One surprise?
Nobody got stung.
Another surprise?
But I had an initial goal of 50 unique species, and I told them our goal was 100, and we made it to 87.
In just 4 weeks, the students collected those 87 species.
The ants, wasps, and bees.
And many others, identified them, studied them, and then uploaded the info on them to their page on the iNaturalist website. Triska calls it citizen science.
So what's cool about the app iNaturalist is that if you have a cell phone, you can basically be a naturalist. So you can go take a picture and you can actually help the scientific community by providing them with information on what is where.
What I really found excited about this is that I would be able to go out there and just help the town receive information about what kind of insects we have here, whether they're invasive or they came here naturally.
Putting the impact of insects under the microscope.
This directly affects their future. The health of the pollinators and the health of the insect community doesn't just affect the insects, it affects, us, and it affects, our economy and so many different things.
To get the community to understand more about insects and be less afraid of them and more understanding.
Like Lucas Dunn himself, bugs don't bug him as much anymore thanks to Mr. Triska.
The man's a genius. There's no way around it.
And Nick Triska is an innovative educator. And next up, Mr. Triska is getting ready to do a similar project on birds. They'll be taking pictures of birds and recording their songs. We'll have the iNaturalist links to that and the insect project in this story on our website. He asks you to add your own photos and identifications to those pages to beef up the research, especially if you live in Mountain Home or Elmore County. If you'd like to nominate an educator who is going above and beyond, just email us at innovativeeducator@ktvb.com and tell us a little bit about them. For you educators, if you'd like information on submitting an application for a classroom grant, visit capedfoundation.org.